March 25th, Wednesday. I'm not in the usual studio. I'm actually in Miami, about to head to the Miami Open, but I don't like to miss these things, and I like to provide you guys as much value as possible. So same format. I'm just not in the studio. You guys can call into that phone number down below. The phone number down below is different than the usual one. I'm traveling. We have a separate phone for traveling. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. This isn't going to be the usual podcast where I have a video to go over. This is just going to be very wholesome. I'm just going to be basically answering your guys' questions. What's up, EM? What's up, Pick 6 Cards? Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds out here because I am in a hotel, so you know how that could go. You never know. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is good, sometimes it's not. I'll go over some stuff. I actually bought a card yesterday. Was it yesterday I bought this card? I believe so. It was I got a sick deal on this gold optic Michael Penix. This was sick. The raw one 2 months ago did $900 before his value went up, and I got a PSA 10 for $1,000. I think the listing scared people because it says auto, even though it's not an auto. So I hope this is the card I get. We'll see. But for you guys who are joining, the phone number down below is slightly different than usual, so keep that in mind. It is not the same phone number as usual. It is a different phone number. And let's go live on Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, hopefully the Wi-Fi holds out here. You know, let me know. Let's go live on Instagram. Let's do Instagram. And you guys can begin calling to the phone number. I'll repeat again, the phone number down below is different than the usual one. All right. So just so you guys know, it is different than the usual one. The phone number. There we go. Let's go live on Instagram. Cool. We're live on Instagram. Is Penix still hurt? I think he's like a little bit injured. I'm not exactly sure. Just found your channel a few weeks ago. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But like I said, questions down. Call the number down below. It's different than the usual number. But let's go into some buying stuff. So I was doing some research, and I was seeing that there's some sick basketball stuff like you can get, and the numbers don't even seem real. Like, check this out. Like an Ace Bailey Topps Chrome Refractor. This thing's like $15, and a PSA 10's $200. It's crazy. Like, it's actually insane. And the gem rate on these is like 30 to 40%. The last sale, I think, did high because he's been playing really well recently. But yeah, like, just crazy. So I'm going to start to dip into basketball a little bit here. What are your thoughts on uptowns worth buying, grading? Me personally, I don't buy many uptowns or downtowns. The uptowns are a little bit better, in my opinion, because so I only buy a card to grade if I could at least double my money. And a lot of them you might buy for $300, and a PSA 10 is $550. And after fees and grading and this and that, you don't actually double your money. Like, my goal is I want to at least double my money after all fees. So if I put $100 into a card and I spend $20 to get it graded, $10 to get it shipped, I want to net double my money after all fees. So that's why I don't really buy many uptowns or downtowns for grading. They are good for grading. You can make money, but I just see too many times you'll be into them for, $500, and you'll end up netting like $750 or $800 if it gets a 10, which is decent. But I just think there's better opportunities to put your money in different places. So therefore, I do not buy much of them. But they are good cards. Let's see here. Hey, I watch all your videos. Keep up the good work. I have a question. I have a bunch of base cards and rated rookie cards. Should I send them to ComC and try to get a couple cents profit from them? Yes, you should. But if you just have tons of cards that are like 5 cents and they don't sell, I believe ComC will charge you. So look into that. You don't just want to blindly send them, because I'm sure, I don't know if you break open packs or boxes and phone number says it's vacant. That's weird. Let me make sure I have the right phone number in there. Wrong phone number in there. Never mind. Hold on. 587 1126. Try this one. This is the right phone number. 587. There you go. Try that one. 813-587-1126. That should be the right phone number. Not what I don't know why I had that number in before. It must have been a typo. But 587-1126. Call in. That should be. I was wondering why there were no callers, and that would be the reason. The wrong phone number. Let's see. My kid is looking to submit a bunch of raw cards for grading. What's your best advice on how to assess the cards before sending them in to not waste a ton of money? Well, it's a loaded question. Sorry, we have our first caller. I'll get back to it. But if you really have this question, call in.
Press 1 to start the call, or 2. The call will start at the beep.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you very much for fixing that. Quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm with my son right now. We just started collecting. In the beginning, we kind of got into boxes. We realized that was a little mistake.
Yeah.
We try to stay away. We've since built our collection with singles, but we have an opportunity now for boxes again. Can I get your views on 94-95 Topps Finest Basketball Series 2? Sealed boxes. Is that worth a gamble?
Like opening the boxes?
In those boxes.
Wait,
keeping them sealed.
Keeping them sealed. So yeah, I look at it no different than buying a Mickey Mantle rookie card. They'll slowly go up in value. I don't talk about it that much. So I actually have some huge sealed boxes that I'm holding. I have a few 1986 wax boxes, like fully sealed, and but they're just like retirement plays or slow investments. And on this channel, I usually talk about making turning things into an income stream, and you're not really going to buy a box and flip it real quick. So yeah, most of them are good to hold long term. It'll probably only go up in value, right? There's only going to be less of them, but for making like quick income, it's not the best move. So it just depends on what you're looking to do.
Perfect. No, I appreciate that advice. Thank you very much.
Cool. Any other questions?
You have to go. No, I think we're good right now. But thanks a lot, and we keep watching you guys, and appreciate all the info you can share.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one. Bye.
You too. All right. I actually didn't even grab his name. We're calling you folks back. Don't worry. I'm using like an app. Hold on.
Or 2 to decline. Press 1 to start. The call will start at the beep.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Eric, what's up, buddy? It's your favorite Ryan from Philly. How you doing, man?
What's up, Ryan from Philly? How may I be at your service?
I got a couple questions for you, man. So, grading things popping off PSA is fucking killing me with these 3 to 5 month turnaround times, even when you're adding in the higher level service. Well, that's beyond the point. I got a question about how you would move some sealed stuff I have. Take a look at it for me. I know you like the 86 Fleer. Have you heard of Jersey Fusion?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. Do me a favor. Type into eBay 1986-87 Jersey Fusion Fleer basketball.
1980. Let me look this up. So let me pull up my screen here. So what is it? 1986-87
Jersey Fusion Fleer basketball.
All right. Let's see what this is.
So it's a series that has, it's like, you know how the Topps has the boxes, what is it? It has one card in it for like $500. You open it up, you get what you get. It could be a $12,000 card. It could be a $50 card, right?
Okay.
So this line has like 125 MJ 86-87 Fleer rookies in it, 75 of the card, and then 50 of the sticker. And they partner with Beckett, and they have a game-used patch built into the slab. So I got a buddy sitting on like 130 boxes of these in master cases and in 5-box cases. I know this is not up your alley, but I was wondering if you could help me figure out where would be a good place to find somebody to buy these out. like the product themselves. One just sold for like $75K on Golden the other day, like one of the cards.
It's a great question. It's a great question because I've never bought and sold any of that stuff. So,
Right.
but I think that would be your answer. If it's higher end stuff, I would probably go to Golden Auctions. That's where you'll get like weird higher end people that want to, buy stuff like that. Card show is probably not your best bet. I doubt that stuff will sell at a card show. So, I mean, if it's higher end stuff, I'd probably go to Golden Auctions. There's tons of Facebook groups for like 80s and 90s basketball. You can go there as well.
So it's not the individual cards you're trying to move, though. We have like the sealed cases of the boxes. Like it's.
Yeah. Then I would probably go Golden.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably do there. It's a weird.
Cool.
Set, but
yeah, they're doing like $500 for each box on eBay. I mean, which is solid. Like we're just trying to move the whole 130 boxes. If you got somebody with like 45K, $350 a box, man, send them my way.
I usually buy stuff like that. Well, not stuff like that. If it was more like I guess mainstream, I'd probably buy it from you. But I don't know anyone off the top of my head. But I'd probably go with Golden, honestly, for something like that. I think it would do decent.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you, man. Have fun in Miami.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, peace.
All right. Bear with me here with this new phone system because this is going to get interesting. Let's see. I just spoke with missed call. All right, let's call you back. Calling you back. I don't know how this new phone system works. I probably should have messed around with it a little more.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you have Eric? You're live?
I got a question about PSA.
Yeah, go for it.
So I hate how they take so long. Do you have any ways to like get it back faster?
Wait, say that one more time.
Imagine,
It sounds like you're in a tunnel a little bit.
Okay, I'm not in a tunnel. But do you have any ways to get PSA submissions back faster? I just waited 5 months for a 2-card submission.
Yes, this is something
valuable.
Yes. Do you ever see what I talk about with the whole like bulk grading order and then the one card, the higher grading order?
Yeah, but I never understood it. You mean like put a big box, put the barcode, the higher tier barcode on that box, and then put a smaller box inside of that?
Yes, essentially. Yes. And I have a video. It's funny you asked this because I have a video coming out that describes this exact thing, what you're asking for. It's probably be out in the next week or so.
Okay.
But and then also sending in cards in big grading orders is usually a bad idea. Those cards usually take a little bit longer to get back. But the only way I know how to do it, because if something took 5 months, it's probably just, a lower end service. You probably had bad luck too, because I've seen it only take 2 to 3 months recently. But I would just go with that barcode trick. That'd be my best bet for you.
Okay. And then should I put like bubble wrap in between the box and the cardboard dividers? Or how should I make sure it doesn't bump into the cards?
Yeah, the best way to package cards is you put the cards next to each other, like, in a stack. You put a cardboard box around it, then you could put bubble mailer inside of it.
Okay. And for the box that goes inside, I don't want it like damaging the cards that go next to it.
Yeah, so inside. Yeah, so the way I would package it is you have like a cardboard box, right? That's the box, like the big box you're shipping on the out, and then inside of it there's 2 bubble mailers. There's one with the lower end grading order, there's one with the higher end grading order. I would put it into 2 bubble mailers, and inside the bubble mailers I would protect the cards with cardboard. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Got it. All right, man. Thank you.
Yep, no problem, man. Good luck.
All right.
All right. All right. It's the new phone system's working. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. All right. That was a completed call. And we're calling you back. 505 area code.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
This is Caleb. I had a question.
Yeah,
I
go
hit
for
this Paul Stevens logo man
Okay.
in December, and I was just wanting to hear your thinking if I should sell it, or I was thinking of auctioning on Golden, or I know Stevens is like a generational player, but with pitchers and stuff, injuries, and I think maybe auctioning now is like good timing, but just want to hear your take on it.
Yeah, I would definitely auction it now. If it was, if I had any Paul Skenes, I would definitely sell it now. I mean, you've probably heard me say before, I always sell stuff before the season starts. I don't care how good they are, whether it's Ohtani or Skenes or Judge. And then, so what's the exact card?
It's a Topps. It's from the Diamond Icons 101 logo man.
No, you pull that?
Yeah.
Wow. Good. What do you think it's worth?
I don't know. There's only been 2 sales of 101s. One was his rookie. It was like, I think it did 88, and then one sold last year. It might have been a gold for like 56,000 or 58,000. So I'm not sure. I was talking with someone at Golden, and they were kind of helping me with that process, and they said they could put it in the elite auction for April. But
yeah, I would assume it would do like, yeah, I'd want to sell that thing today. But I mean, nothing. I mean, you never know, but hopefully nothing happens in the next month. I'd probably just go with Golden and let it rip. Just cross your fingers he doesn't get injured or keeps performing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that's what
right. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, call back in and let me know how it does. I'm curious.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. That was 505. And this is, by the way, if you call in, you just let it ring once or twice, then hang up. It makes it easier on the system. Completed call, missed call. All right. 520, we're calling you back.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, man? Who's calling?
It's Antonio from Texas.
Oh, Antonio. What's up, dude? Sorry, I don't have your number saved on this. We're using another phone. But what's up, Antonio? How can I help?
No, I was driving the other day, and I was trying to remember. I remember you had that situation where you had Sam Darnold.
Yep.
And then I don't remember if you elaborated on the rest of the story and you got into that situation where, you called the guy's bluff where you said, what happened again? And then I don't remember what happened if he wouldn't have paid. What would you have done?
So do you want me to refresh you on the story?
Yeah, just because I know you said that he ended up paying, but I don't remember if you said what you would do if he didn't.
I mean, well, there's nothing I could do if he didn't pay. I would probably so the card ended up auctioning. I think it was for $7,800 it auctioned for. And then if he didn't pay and the Super Bowl passed and he won, I think I could offer to the second highest bidder. I'd probably choose that route. And then if not, I would just go on Facebook and say, hey, this person won this card for $7,900. He's not paying. Take it for $7,000 net. It's not like I net much less anyways because eBay takes fees. So that's probably what I would do.
Oh, okay. Just in case I'll run into it, because I was just saying, I remember you held your ground and you called it bluff, and then you ended up, just paying you. You held strong.
Yeah, I wonder if that guy saw that. saw me do that. It's probably not happy with me. I mean, I wouldn't be.
I got on that thing, man.
Yeah.
So I think I told you before. I had that Jaden Daniels gold numbers came back, and it came back in 8. Shoot, I think I've already tried selling it with the PSA, but instead, if it doesn't move or anything, should I just crack it and sell it raw, or just keep it in the 8? I think I'm just nervous trying to crack a high value card like
crack,
that.
sell raw, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, I go crack, sell raw.
Man.
Well, cool, Antonio. Thanks for calling in.
I appreciate it, man. Safe travels.
All right, bye. You guys want to see something crazy that Antonio just reminded me of? Check this out. I was just looking. Look how like this doesn't even make sense, but it does, right? So this is actually the card I purchased. If you guys don't know the story he's referencing, I bought this card in April of last year. You can say I paid $13.45. I bought it because I knew Darnold was a starter. He was on a good team. I thought it was just way too cheap. Then 3 months later, sells for $735. So I saw this sale. I'm like, shit, I overpaid. But, hopefully I could break even on it, when he starts to play okay. I hold it. I sell some other Darnold stuff. I make some money, but I hold it till the Super Bowl. Then I sold it the week leading up to the Super Bowl. I auctioned this off, and this auction ended maybe Thursday or Friday before the Super Bowl. And the guy wasn't paying. He was taking a day or two to pay, and I didn't want him to wait till the Super Bowl happened because who knows what will happen in the Super Bowl. If he loses, it'll probably go down in value. And I know from experience, even if he wins, it goes down in value a lot of times because he was so hot, right? He threw 3 touchdowns against the Rams. He was like the hottest guy, right? So the guy wins the auction, and I sent him a message. It was a Photoshop screenshotted message because he wasn't paying, and it was me pretending that I had another offer from someone else that wanted to buy it for even higher. I was lying, but just to get him to pay because he wasn't paying, and I didn't want him. I've seen this happen before. An auction ends on Saturday before the Super Bowl. The person waits to pay, see if the person wins or loses, and then pays or doesn't pay, right? And I didn't want that. So I sent him this Photoshop screenshot. He got a little pissed, but it's not like he knew I was lying. 200 makes no sense because it's high. Well, that's not good. Crappy Wi-Fi. That's not good. We'll continue taking callers. I don't know why. Yeah, like I said, the Wi-Fi. I was hoping it held up, but you know how it is with hotel Wi-Fi's. All right, next missed caller. Hopefully you could. I don't know if did you guys hear the story I just said, or was I talking to myself? I may have been talking to myself for like a minute. What's up, everybody? Welcome.
How's it going, man? It's Casey from Denver.
What's up, Casey? Tall and handsome, right? Dark, tall, and handsome.
That's right, man. So Miami Open, huh?
Yep, Miami Open. Big tennis guy. I'm going to sit there like a vegetable for 12 hours straight and just watch and gamble on tennis.
There you go, man. Very cool.
But how can I help?
Wanted to get an update on just update generally on your opinion for kind of starting quarterbacks. I know.
Yep.
You mentioned there was a lot of risk associated with JJ. I'm just kind of curious on what your updated thoughts are on him, and then Will Howard. Seeing a lot of him in the potential absence of Aaron Rodgers, but just wanted to get kind of an update on your sentiment for a few of the bigger names that we would have been otherwise buying a few months back.
So you're looking for Jaden Daniels, Will Howard. Was there someone else you said?
JJ McCarthy.
Oh, McCarthy. Yeah. So you got Daniels. Jaden Daniels, nothing about him, in my opinion, has changed. It's a safe play. I would find it hard to imagine it going down, his value going down. His stuff is already up. Like when I started talking about him maybe 2 months ago, the Silver Prism PSA 10 was like at $650. Now it's, I think the last sale, I could be mistaken here. I think the last sale did $900. Am I wrong? Hold on, let me just look. So that was a safe, like obvious play. Not tons of risk. Let me just look. The last sale did $892. So his stuff is just going up. That was kind of obvious. McCarthy was higher risk, higher reward, and obviously you saw the risk. They signed Kyler Murray, but his value hasn't really gone down, so which is good. I guess. If he gets announced as starter, his stuff will blow up. I look at it like the best way to look at it is I think I would say I would find it hard to imagine that Kyler Murray wouldn't be the starter, to be honest. I'd say there's a 75% chance Kyler starts, 25% chance McCarthy. But if Kyler starts, his value will go down like 10, 20%. You'll lose like 10, 20% on your money. But if McCarthy starts, I think his stuff could like potentially double. So the upside is much more than the downside. But most likely, you'll lose money. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
But the risk is worth the reward, in my opinion. Like if you flip that coin a million times, you'll make money in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Will Howard's just dependent on Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I assume Rodgers is coming back, so I would assume Howard is going to be a backup.
You got it. Okay. Cool. All right. Any others? And you're still pretty optimistic on Penix?
Yeah, that's another guy that's like, a little bit higher, not as risky as McCarthy, but like, a little bit riskier. But if you got in good, a month and a half ago, stuff's up like 30, 40%. But yeah, I don't imagine a world that he's not going to be the starter.
All right, good deal. Are you going to make it out to any more Denver shows?
Ooh, I don't know. It was a good show. I'm not sure. It's a long flight, man. I'm actually going to Denver, funny enough, in about a month and a half again, not for a card show, but I've always wanted to go whitewater rafting in Colorado. Never had the chance. But I'm going to the Arkansas River, the Royal Gorge section in May, which I heard is like class 4 to 5 rapids. It should be like wild.
Yeah. That's pretty gnarly, man. Good luck. Stay safe.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a big adrenaline junkie, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I'll probably go to the next big one, later in the year, maybe early next year. It was a good show.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, man. I appreciate it. I was just curious on that for you. So
all right, Casey. Sounds good. Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Yep. Take care, man. Thanks.
All right. Calling you guys back. Sorry, I'm a little bit slower with this new phone system. And I might be missing some of you guys in the queue, to be honest with you, but I'm trying to go in order.
Eric.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
What's going on, man?
Oh, it's Walter.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
787.
Yeah, actually, I don't have your number saved on this other phone. That's the problem.
But you should know that 787 area code.
I should. We have a few 787s, but you're right. I'll memorize your number for next time.
Hey, I was gonna say before what I'm gonna talk about. The guy that just called that he waited like 5 months on PSA.
Yeah.
If you send it like around Christmas time, they all taking long. I'm just receiving now all my December submissions. Like just now, I'm getting it this week. So it did take longer during that peak season. That's why.
Yeah, well, I also do think PSA is kind of a crapshoot. I've seen people get their stuff back in 2 months. I've seen 5 months. It's just there's randomness to it.
Yeah, it varies. It varies a lot. It happens. I have one that has been 2 weeks in the Q&A. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say, look what I did. Kind of worked out for me. I'm not saying it's gonna work all the time, but this Panini redemptions, right?
Yeah.
The autos and all that.
Yep.
So a long time ago, I'm talking about months ago, I was just scrolling down eBay, and I bought me a Michael Porter Jr. for like $16. The 120-day passed, and I didn't get it, so I requested for them to exchange it, another player. Anyways, I actually got number 225 RPA LaMelo, which it was great. But I started getting into buying those because I saw it was like cheap ones, like $1 or $2, like less than $5. Names that you don't even know, like players that are not even in the NBA. So I bought 5 of them. I submit all 5 of them. And after the 120 days, I just request the Sparkle packs because I knew I wasn't going to get them because the players are not even in the NBA anymore. So now I'm selling the Sparkle packs between $50 to $60 each. And I just spent $1 and $2 for these redemptions. I know 120 days is a lot, but if you kind of get it, like manage to do this, it's a good time, like a lot of X, and that you're making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's sounds like free money, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's not a lot, but like I said, I bought 5 of them for like $1, $2, and now I'm getting them. And I already sold 3 of them. I have 2 left, you know.
Nice.
And I'm selling them for $60. So it was pretty nice.
Yeah, well, good for you. You're giving away all your good secrets live.
You're giving them away too.
That's true.
That's what we do, man.
No, I had a there was someone that purchased our program. This may have been a week or 2 ago, and he said to the salesperson, like, "Hey, do you think Eric's gonna keep giving away all of his secrets for free?" And I was like,
"Yeah."
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But thanks, Walter, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for everything you do, and I'll keep listening, man.
Sounds good, Walter. Talk to you later.
Cool.
Bye. All right, that was Mr. Walter, and this is, let's see, spill the beans. I do spill the beans.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Yep. Jake in Kenosha.
Jake from where?
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That's Wisconsin. Got it, Jake. How can I help?
Yeah, so over the past year and a half, I've been picking up Gable Steveson cards.
Who? Who is it?
He's Gable Steveson. He was in the WWE. He was in the NFL for some time. And you know, with time here, he's going to be going to the UFC. And the day he signs with the UFC, he's going to be the hottest prospect in the UFC. Now, my question is, am I dumb for picking up his WWE, Prism rookies, low numbered, some low numbered autos, some low numbered Prism football? Do you think his stuff is going to cross to that UFC market, and when the time to sell would be?
Yes, it most likely will. And what was his first card?
His first card had to be WWE. Most likely they're like, how they had the contenders where they mixed in like Select and all that.
Yep.
It was either that or it was Prism.
Well, whatever the first card is, that's what I'd roll with. So
WWE.
Yeah, okay. I would the wrestler from Minnesota. Okay, I know who he is. I don't know much of what he does.
I just think it's a play. He's like a 2-time national Division I wrestling champ, but he's going to go to the UFC. But he has cards prior to being in the UFC since he signed to the WWE for some short time, and he had a stint in the NFL. When do you think's the time to sell? Do you think it's going to be hot as soon as he signs the UFC?
Yes, probably. I don't know how much it'll go up. But I'm looking here. It looks like the WWE cards, the horizontal cards, I would stick with buying those. And yeah, I think it's a good play. It's a low risk play. It's like, what can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
So I like it. It's not something I particularly do, but it doesn't mean I don't like it. And then I would What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah. So long story short, I like it. I think it's a good play. It'll, low risk, high reward. That's always a good thing.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. That's all I had. Have yourself a great rest of your day. All right.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Jake.
Yep. See ya.
All right, bye. You know what's that brings me to something. You know what I was gonna offer on? You know what I was this close to buying 3 of them, but I couldn't the deal didn't go through. So I don't know if any of you guys play pickleball or follow pickleball at all. But so this card, oh no, wait, this is spelled wrong. Ben Johns. So this card, oh shit, he has autographs? Wow, I didn't even know he had autographs. But wow, there's no I can't even find any PSA 10s. I want to show you guys the card. This was like $300 and I offered on it. This one right here. This is not worth $2,400. This is like a $300 card. And I offered on 3 of them for like $275 each, and the guy didn't sell them to me. He's like the GOAT of pickleball. Hopefully most of you guys know what pickleball is. But yeah, that's funny, right? They got cards of everything. I wonder what they are now. Just out of curiosity, they're probably up. Yeah, last one at $350. Yeah, I could have got a few of them. Yeah, $300. So yeah, I was looking to buy a few of these. I think low risk. If pickleball keeps going up, this is like the Mickey Mantle pickleball. So I don't know, something I was looking at that I think could be he's changed the game of pickleball for sure. I don't know, probably most of you guys don't follow like professional pickleball, but I thought that was funny. I should have had 3 of them, man. Damn. But next caller up on the block would be 647. You guys can hear the people clearly? I would imagine so if no one said anything.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey.
What's up, man? What's your name?
My name's River.
River?
Yeah.
It's a good name, man. I like that name. How can I help you?
So I'm into hockey stuff. Are you?
I mess around with hockey, not as much as the other sports, but I follow hockey. I'm aware of it.
Okay, so I got a Celebrini Young Gun in a 9, and it's going for like $450.
Okay.
But it's like $250 raw and 1.2 or something in a 10.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe I crack it and resubmit it because it looks perfect.
If you think it looks perfect, then I would. In that case, usually I would say no, but I would. But I just I would need to see what the card looks like. Are the corners on the card clean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if the corners are clean, I would most likely give it a rip. I would if it was mine.
And I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you follow me on Instagram?
I would, but I don't follow anyone on Instagram, unfortunately.
Oh, all good.
But I appreciate you asking. You get all these the reason I don't follow anyone, like my girlfriend or anybody, is because there's a lot of weirdos online, and they'll look at my followers and start to message them. Or the people I follow start to message them. So that's why I don't follow anyone. You wouldn't want me following you. Or your parents wouldn't.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, River.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. That was River, and this is 480. We're calling back.
Hello?
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, how you doing, Eric? You're supposed to support it.
Cool.
I watched a lot of your videos.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. How can I help?
Yeah, I was asking about the WNBA market, man. I got some cards. I've been buying singles and just trying to see what's your input on that market.
I really only buy Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I think the market is similar to like the UFC in soccer, where
Okay.
it exists and there's money in it, but kind of like soccer, where
Okay.
like Lamine Yamal right now is the main guy, like Caitlin Clark is the main girl, and there's just not as
Okay.
much money in it. So I don't play around with it
Right.
too much because I think I could make much more money buying football or basketball just because there's way more money in it. I believe I have a competitive advantage. So yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I was a little niche I've been doing. I'm out here in Phoenix. I go to a lot of Mercury games, and I've just been following a lot of this WNBA stuff, man. I think it's a stronger market, but I think it's no return on investments right away.
Yeah.
Like I have a nice stash of stuff, but it's just I don't know when that market would turn. So I'm kind of trying to put a hold on it somewhere where I can kind of feel like I'm in a real green. Right now, I think I have a lot of $3, $4 cards that I've been ripping, just slapping up whatever I can to sustain myself. But I think that WNBA market could work.
It could.
But it has to be a niche for someone to grab to. So I'm trying to figure out if this can be my lane. But I've been buying. As I go to the store, I buy a lot of things. I'm slapping things up, buying a lot of Hall of Famers. But I mean, I know it's a different market, but I know a lot of it. I'm around it a lot, so I think it's more. But it has the return on investment has to come.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't keep my eyes open and I'm just watching. I think it's a great market, man. It's a new lead and things like that coming around. Revival lead or something. Some type of new lead is going around. But I like the league. I like the women. I like watching the girls basketball. I just know it's just no return. It's small that time, man. But
yeah,
I'm gonna stay with it, man. I don't want to give up on it.
Yeah, well,
I'm
yeah,
just buying slowly.
Well, call back in, man, and let me know how you do with it. I wish I could give you more advice.
Okay.
I'm not the expert. I bought and sold a lot of Caitlin Clark cards, but it stops there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a lot of overpopulation. I'm getting that young lady, but I will look into Clayton Clark. But I've just been watching a lot of his stuff. It's just some is overprinting her stuff.
Yep.
But thanks, Eric.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, man.
WNBA. Who knows, right? Will it go up? Will it go down?
Hello.
Hey, you have Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric, Chad from Tampa.
Chad, right? What's up? The voice is
Yeah.
a little fuzzy. Oh, there you go. Sorry, it was a little fuzzy there. What's up, Chad? How can I help? What questions you got for me?
Have you had any luck doing the multiple PSA levels in the same box?
Yes.
And okay, because I just did my first one yesterday. I got 6 orders that have been stuck at PSA for weeks that haven't even been looked at. And
I assume they're bulk
some
orders. I would imagine
value.
or like the $24 service or whatever that is.
I was paying. I put in like value plus, so between not the cheapest one, but the second and third from the bottom. One of them is just auto authentication, and that's Michael Penix's Bomb Squad 1-of-1. They've had that for 6 weeks, and they're still projecting out like 8 weeks out.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. So I would do the barcode trick for sure.
Okay, yeah, I did that yesterday because I sent in those Otani All Aces, which are still exploding. And,
Yeah.
So, all right, this one again. Have they kicked anything back? Because I put a regular order, a value, and then a value bulk. I went through all my Drake Mays, and they're still going over $100. So I put those value bulk.
I would. Yeah, I'm sure they will start kicking them back and doing something about it, but they don't for now. So I'm not PSA,
Okay.
so I wish I could give you better advice, but I'm sure they will, but they haven't yet.
Okay, cool. And have you seen this
bullcrap like urban legend about the Panini Mega and Hobby boxes with the Panini logos on the wrap going the opposite direction, highlighting the case hits?
No, but I'm sure there's all sorts of like crooked stuff that goes on with Panini and delivering boxes and who gets the hits. And like, you're gonna sit here and tell me they don't know which box a $500,000 card is in? Of course they do. So, but I'm sure all sorts of that shit. Not my line of business, but I'm sure all sorts of shit goes on that we don't know.
Okay, yeah, because I saw they talked about it at Cards on the Table at Cards HQ, and then some other guys were doing some videos on it that they saw a case, and then there's one box where the Panini logo is on the wrap with the opposite direction, and that's the one that the case hits are supposed to be in.
That's pretty sketchy then. But yeah, I'm sure that if I had to take a guess, I'm sure that shit happens all the time.
Well, I went to Dick's yesterday trying to test that theory, and I was looking at some boxes, and the guy said, are you looking for the opposite direction logos? He's like, yeah. He's like, dude, 3 people have already been here and went through every box in the store. So I was like, all right,
wow.
Cool. Thanks for saving me some time.
That's funny. But yeah, I'll look into it because I'm not exactly sure, but I'll look into it after this.
All right, cool.
All right, thanks, Chad.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.
You know, Sean, I see what you're saying. So many of the same question, but unfortunately, you're in the program. But unfortunately, I can't go to these people and say, "You paid us money. Go back and watch the program," because, you know, they're not technically in the program, and new people are seeing this all the time. So, it might be old to you, it might be old to me, but you know, who to buy right now? That question is not old to a lot of people. Hey. Okay, that was just... I don't know who that was, but if you can call back when it's not that loud, much appreciated. By the way, I only have like a few more minutes here.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You have Eric, you're live.
Hey, this is Jet.
Hey, Jet.
Like a plane?
It sounds like you're on a plane, actually. There's a lot of background noise.
I'm in the car on my way to work.
Maybe put the phone to your ear or do the opposite of what you're doing.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better.
All right. So I was just wondering maybe your thought process on I know you don't really rip new cards, but if you would, like, your thought process on how much cards would be worth graded when there's only raw sales so far. Particularly Formula One cards. I've gotten some great hits out of some value boxes that I'm looking to grade. Just kind of curious your thought process on that.
Yeah, it's just dependent on the product. So the harder... hey, I'm like echoing. Is there any way to maybe mute your phone or something? When I talk, it is like an echo. Yeah. Yeah. So to answer your question, it just depends on the product. So the harder it is to grade, and the more desirable it is, the more of a difference there is between raw and PSA 10s. Like Prism, hard to grade, very desirable. You make a lot of money. If it's some crap leaf something, then you barely make any money. So it's just dependent on how hard the card is to grade. So I would need the product, and then I could give you a rough estimation.
All right, I got a card I could give.
Yeah, go for it.
I pulled a 2025 Topps Chrome Formula One Lando Norris to 25 color match. It's on the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix winner card.
Okay.
The card where he won the championship.
What does it sell for raw?
I believe recent sales were $50 to $70.
Yeah, so it'd be like 150 to 200 in that range as a 10, I'd imagine.
All right, and I got one more for you that's kind of a more exclusive box.
a 2025 Sapphire Verstappen out of 50.
What year? 2025.
2025. Yeah.
Same thing, about 2.5x raw.
All right, sounds good. That's it.
Oh, cool, man.
New follower here. Got back in the hobby about January. Had a bunch of boxes sitting in my closet from when I was a kid, and loving it so far. Loving the videos.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Go sift through the channel. You'll learn a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, I got time for one more, and there's a lot of you guys. I wonder how many people are calling the old phone number. We'll be back with that phone number next podcast. Just I'm away, so.
Hey. Hello?
Hey, you have Eric? You're live?
Yes, sir. This is Cameron. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
What's up, Cameron?
I just got into card trading.
Nice.
And I have a few questions about a couple of players that I pulled recently. I've been buying like a couple packs worth like $450,
cool.
Just one pack to a rip.
Gotcha, Cameron. I'm limited on time here, so give me the number one most important question you got.
Okay. Sure. So I just have a question on what do you think I should do with Jackson Dart Cherry Blossom to 20?
Do you know what the sales are on it?
I think they have one sold for $2.4K.
Oh wow. Cherry, it's Prism or Mosaic?
Mosaic,
and it's out of 20.
Yes, sir.
So I would definitely get that graded. A PSA 10 sold for $1,400 from what I'm looking at here. So
okay.
I would, if yours is most of Mosaic cards are in good condition, they're relatively easier cards to grade. I would definitely get it graded to PSA. I would use the the $150 service to get it back fast, and I would sell those newer cards. Like the next sale will probably be a little bit less. Like Jackson Dart cards will probably go down in value as we get closer to the season because they're newer and more are coming into existence.
Okay, understood. And yes, it's already there with the grading service that you spoke about. So awesome.
Well, thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, good luck.
Yes,
sorry, I gotta rush you a little bit. I'm just limited on time. I gotta head out here.
No, no worries. I understand. Thank you for taking the time.
Thanks, Cameron. Thanks for calling in.
Have a great day. Man.
You too.
All right, peace.
Cool. That's a wrap. A lot of people here for just me being in a hotel room. Well, we do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm usually in the full-on content studio, just not this time because I'm at the Miami Open. If you guys want to know my bets, first bet, I'm taking Jessica Pegula, who's plus 200 against Elena Rabinka. That's going to be tough to win. The next one, I took Jiri Lehechka, minus 3.5 games over the new kid, Vandalus, or whatever his name is. I think he's going to crush him. Lehechka's very consistent. I don't know. A bunch of you guys probably don't follow tennis, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's this like young upstart kid that's 19 years old against someone who's really good, like top 25 in the world, like really good. Sabalenka, I'm going to both session 1 and session 2. Sabalenka, not going to bet that game, but I am sitting like almost front row, so I'm just gonna be in awe about how hard she probably hits a fucking ball. Then the match of the a crazy. If you guys want to watch a crazy tennis match later, Arthur Fees is playing Tommy Paul at 8:30. Fees is a slight favorite. I'm gonna bet a lot of money on Arthur Fees. I think he's gonna beat him, but that is going to be a tremendous tennis match. Both those guys hit rockets, and they are super athletic, exciting to watch. So it's gonna be really, really good. So I'm gonna sit like a vegetable for the next 10 hours and go watch some tennis. Like, comment, subscribe. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We do this. I'll see you in the next one.